Most men think attractiveness is about looks. Get a better haircut, hit the gym, wear nicer clothes, and suddenly women notice you. People respect you, doors open. But here's what nobody tells you. There are guys out there who are objectively average looking, and they walk into any room and own it. And then there are good looking guys who make everyone uncomfortable within 2 minutes of meeting them. The difference isn't what they look like, it's what they do. And more importantly, what they don't do. These 7 things are the invisible gap between men who are genuinely magnetic and men who wonder why they never get the results they want. And I'm willing to bet you're doing at least 2 of them right now. The first thing attractive men never do, they never explain themselves when they don't have to. Think about the most confident guy you know. When he makes a decision, does he follow it with, it's just what I thought, but I could be wrong? No, he says what he thinks. He does what he wants, and he lets it stand. Most guys over-explain because they're afraid of being judged, so they pre-apologize. They water down their opinions before anyone even pushes back. And without realizing it, they train everyone around them to take their words less seriously. Attractive men say less and mean more. Next time you catch yourself adding sorry or maybe to a perfectly reasonable statement, stop. Say the thing. Let it breathe. But this connects to something deeper that most men never think about. Number 2, attractive men never seek validation from the people they're trying to impress. This one's uncomfortable because almost every guy does it, including guys who think they don't. It shows up in small ways. Checking if someone laughed at your joke, looking around after you say something to see how people reacted, changing your opinion the second someone disagrees with you, bringing up your job, your car, your gym stats, unprompted, because you want someone to be impressed. Here's the psychological reality. Humans are wired to perceive validation seeking as low status. It's instinctive. When someone needs your approval, you automatically value them less. It's not mean. It's just how social hierarchy works. The most attractive men in any room are the ones who seem genuinely unbothered by whether you're impressed or not. Not because they're cold, because they already have their own opinion of themselves, and it doesn't require your co-signature. If you want people to be drawn to you, stop auditioning for them. The second you stop needing their approval, something shifts, and they feel it. Number 3, they never try to be the loudest person in the room. There's this idea that charisma means commanding every conversation. Talking the most, joking the most, making sure everyone knows you're there. That's not charisma. That's anxiety in a louder outfit. The men who are actually magnetic, they know how to be quiet in a way that makes people lean in. They ask better questions. They actually listen. They don't fill every silence because they're not afraid of silence. Dale Carnegie wrote about this nearly 100 years ago, and it's still the most ignored social skill on the planet. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. And nothing makes someone feel more valued than being genuinely heard. Try this. In your next conversation, focus entirely on understanding the other person. Not waiting for your turn. Not planning your next line. Just listening. Watch what happens to how they look at you. Most guys try this once, think it's too simple, and go back to performing. The ones who stick with it, they become the people everyone wants to be around. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Number 4, attractive men never react emotionally to things designed to provoke them. Someone cuts them off in traffic. A coworker takes a shot at them in a meeting. A girl tests them to see how they respond under pressure. Average guy takes the bait. Every time. The attractive man pauses. He responds instead of reacts. And in that pause, that tiny moment of control, he communicates something powerful. I am not at the mercy of my emotions. This isn't about being cold or suppressing how you feel. It's about having command over when and how you express it. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius called it the space between stimulus and response. And he said that space is where your freedom lives. When you stop being easy to rattle, people start treating you differently. They respect you more. They test you less because you've shown them, without saying a word, that you can handle yourself. Number 5, they never neglect the fundamentals. This might sound too simple, but stay with me. Sleep, water, sunlight, exercise, food that doesn't wreck your energy, a space you actually want to come home to. Attractive men don't get the basics right because they read an article about it. They get them right because they understand that how you feel on the inside is always visible on the outside. Your posture, your energy, your eye contact, the speed you talk, all of it is affected by how well you're taking care of yourself. You cannot project confidence you don't actually feel. Your body will betray you. People can sense depletion. They can sense someone who's running on empty and hasn't slept properly in 2 weeks and is surviving on caffeine and stress. The men you look at and think, what is it about him? Most of them are just genuinely healthy and well-rested. It's not as sexy as a secret formula, but it works better than almost anything else on this list. Get that handled first. Everything else builds on it. Number 6. Attractive men never make their purpose about other people's opinions. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything, and I want you to really sit with this one. Most men build their whole identity around external results, getting the girl to like them, getting their boss to promote them, getting enough followers, getting people to think they're successful. So their confidence rises and falls based on what's happening around them. Good day, they feel good. Rejection, they spiral. One bad interaction and their whole week is ruined. The attractive man has a direction that belongs to him. A mission, a craft, something he's genuinely building. Not for approval, because it matters to him. And that internal anchor makes him stable in situations where other men collapse. This is why women are drawn to men with purpose. Not because it's romantic, but because it's rare. A man who knows what he's doing and why he's doing it and doesn't need you to validate it, that energy is unlike almost anything most people encounter. You can't fake this one, but you can start building it. Pick the thing you're going to be serious about. Not someday, now. And protect your time and energy around it like it matters. Because it does. And the last one, attractive men never stop doing the work when life gets comfortable. This is the one that separates the men who transform from the men who almost transform. Because here's what happens. A guy makes some progress. He loses the weight, he improves his style, he gets a little more confident. People start responding differently, and then he relaxes, he thinks he's arrived somewhere. And slowly, without noticing, he starts sliding back. The gym sessions get shorter, the discipline gets looser, the standards drop. And one day he's back wondering why things don't feel the same anymore. Attractive men understand that who you are is the result of what you do consistently, not occasionally. The work doesn't stop because things got better. In many ways, that's when it matters most. The men who stay magnetic, who keep improving their whole lives, they've made peace with the fact that there's no finish line. And somehow, that doesn't exhaust them. It drives them. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Attractiveness isn't a fixed thing. It's not handed to you by genetics or luck or being born in the right place. It's built decision by decision, habit by habit, choice by choice. Every man on this list who changed his life did it the same way. He stopped doing the things that were working against him. He started doing the things that built him up. And over time, he became someone unrecognizable compared to who he used to be. That's available to you, not eventually, starting from the next decision you make. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these hit the hardest? Drop it in the comments. And if this video gave you something real, subscribe. Because this is what we do here. No filler. Just the stuff that actually moves the needle.